Use the blue wool that. See how I'm placing the blue wool around?
Yeah.
That could help you dictate where walls will go. Just place the blue wool around. Because I know the edge of the village that they had was along this river. That they put the
Okay.
wall itself along the river right here.
So I'm just so I'm just trying to like figure out like how, because does the wall connect to the entrance at all?
It stops before the entrance. It's like the double layered castles of how they have the walls.
Well, no, no, like, I mean like the entrance to the
Yeah, no. How they had the village walls, but then they had the castle walls connected to it, but there was a clear difference between the two walls. Like, let me see if I can pull up an image. Like, you would have the walls around the village, and then over here, where you had the entrance, you would have green wool for this one.
Okay, so the village was decently large. Got it.
Yeah.
That's just what I was trying to figure out, how like large the village needed to be. Okay, yeah, I get what you're going with. It essentially kind of, yeah, pretty much. I was just trying to figure out how big the village like was in actuality.
Yeah, I just remember mostly that the border of this village came directly to the river itself over here.
More than 20.
Okay, yeah, that helps a lot. Got it. I'll have to do a little bit of terraforming as well.
Yeah, I mean you don't have to do that much terraforming because
it's not that much. No,
but like,
it's literally just like, yeah, no, it won't be that much.
that's what where the wall was. Especially with the streaming as well, is that everything you stream, if Will and all them start watching, then they would also know where's what's what. It won't be a really exploration. Also, what's with all this lag all of a sudden? Jesus Christ. There you go.
Yeah.
That's from what I remember. And they had the
Okay.
farms on the outside of the village.
For sure. Got it. Do you know if they had any buildings on the outside as well, or just farms?
Just the farms and the storage houses that they usually put the farms or farm stuff in.
For sure.
What? Who's building Wakanda?
Okay.
I got the base of the bridge down. I'll work on it later. Or at least refurbish it. Since it's going to be a major road, just do it however long you feel necessary. Because that's the thing about major roads is it will extend outside of the town. You don't have to also do a whole bunch of you don't have to extend it as far. We could start building the houses and planning things out first. Yeah. do you think of the bridge? I'm obviously going to change up this pathway, but until then. Actually, I might do that.
Where can I go?
Oh, we have a lot of roof type options.
Yeah. Where's the center? That was the name of the village you guys are working on, by the way. I know the next. I'm gonna set it today. Time set day. There's no longer toggle downfall. It's weather. Yeah. Toggle downfall was little used compared to the weather command, which could completely stop weather altogether. And you could set durations and time periods.
Basically, practically disable weather altogether.
Yeah.
But now there's a game rule for just disabling weather.
Yeah, but I don't want to fully disable weather. I just want.
Once you, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh shit, we could put slabs on top of other slabs of different kinds.
Yeah. That's great.
Well, let's also pick where town square should be. Because, yeah, but town square is basically going to be the center of the town. So it could be like over near this bridge. Where? Oh, yeah. It can be here. This is pretty open anyway. And we have a hay
And
bale and a dungeon down here.
that village I just marked, by the way, is the one of the closest village. This is an underground village, yeah. But yeah, you see the Ebony Front village I just marked or chatted.
Yeah, from
That's one of the closest villages to this. There was two others that I'm waypointing right now for you guys.
So if our town square is going to be over here, do you want the farm to be on the other side of the water? Is here I'm gonna fill out my map just on what's around us. It's not going to be like too terribly big. So we don't need a whole lot of area.
That village. That was over there. That's one. That.
We can make the because having a farm close to water would be beneficial for a farm. So we could technically have the farm off in this corner. Yeah. And the town square could be on this, at least somewhere in here.
Okay. You haven't. Marking those areas where you help with where, knowing where to place pathways and whatnot.
I mean, there's like several different ways of building towns. One of them is to build a major pathway, then build structures, some structures, then branch pathways from there.
True. I was just marking those towns in case because those were the closest areas in case you needed them to help you with shit.
Yeah. Let me look at my maps. Yeah. Lily's Meadow, Ebony Fronts. Yeah. So far we've got, geez, 1,000 meters and 1,200 meters. Yeah, our area still works out well. Because we could have another bridge over here to go towards Lily's Meadow Village.
Yeah. And the BUTX village.
Did I miss? I did. I see that now.
Have you been saving the waypoints that I posted, Landon? Or no? Yeah, you should, because those are waypoints marking areas. So you know where to build and all that shit. Unless you're just gonna follow Steven around. And I know the next closest place was the place that I started working on, which was this one.
Yeah, that's 3,500 meters.
Yeah.
Um, yes. I don't know. I don't know. Marking town square. Is people like a lot of shops where there's a lot of traffic, and that's usually on major roads. Outside of the major roads, there's usually farms. I'm probably the best place for a farm would be where you are. You just extinguish the fire.
No, I see you all.
Yeah, do that. You're making a tiki tower. Or one very tall building.
What? Oh,
Where are you?
I was placing roofs. I don't know who built this tower. I just placed the roof on it.
I built the tower.
Oh. Ooh, there's also I like these roofs.
Glass roofs, yeah, those are nice.
Yeah. Man, there's so much roof styles we could build with and shit.
Do it. You missed a stone. What did you do?
Oh yeah. Between the two, where's the mountain castle? It's this way.
You nut.
No. Because if you ban me, I can just ban you. And then unban myself. Why did you try placing a sign and put E on it? Why is Landon dumb? We're trying to rebuild this. You're just being a hindrance. By not helping build stuff.
Trying to decide where the best place the second bridge would be. Probably facing north. I need to change my journey map. Slot biome, location, position, map heading, old north, my heading.
So the Battle Pass Valley that I just shared, what that was a war that took place in a valley of the mountains there that they just turned into a landmark.
Location, showcase, disable grid, and done. Much better. Okay, so Battlefield Valley, save. So it's basically almost right smack between Mountain Castle and Battle Pass Valley. Or
You mean Autumn? Yeah.
Autumn Field, yeah. Right between us and Mountain Castle.
Yeah. Question, where were you gonna put the gates?
This village?
Yeah, I'm gonna use red rule for the gates, but... Or, well, not really gates, but like how... You know, there's usually those landmarks that connect the pathways between the two village. And it, like, enters and, like, alerts you, oh yeah, you're in this village, by the way.
I'm not sure, because we need to figure out how many buildings we're going to be having.
For sure.
Like, the only landmark that we really have is this corner piece of land, which is going to be the farm area. Which is the farmland. And that Dare writes polished, yeah, that right, I said that right. Tower, which is the town square.
Okay. It's on the opposite side this time. Neat.
I take it where the Autumnfield Villages is where they had
Yeah, they had their town square there.
I'm thinking it'd be more interesting to have it in this middle piece of land. Oh, but
Maybe. But I mean, the town square is usually in the center of the village as well.
yes, and that's where it is going to be.
Yeah.
Hold on, I'm just gonna sit back while Orange is just gonna be screaming at me. And I back. Do you think that this bridge is wide enough?
Yeah, I'd think so. I mean, this is enough for like wagons and stuff to pass over it, so.
Yeah. I just wasn't sure if it was wide enough for those wagons. Because I don't know how big the wagons actually are in here.
Is that what this was? Because I was gonna start using this path that you started over here to make the pathway to Ebony Front. Cause Ebony Front is on this side of the river down there. So I started building that pathway. Eventually, I'm gonna turn this dirt pathway into cobble once we start getting into a certain area, because pathways tend to do that where they have the different styles the further on you go. And I don't think dirt pathways work with snow.
Yeah. I need to do fucking Pythagoras theorem just to do fucking figure out the width of this bridge. Three. Nine, 18. Square root 18. Four. 4.5.
Yeah.
these Ender villagers run like Naruto.
Yeah. For what? I don't know.
They need to stop ringing the bell. It makes me think it's dinner time.
Didn't you just eat pizza, Steven? Why are you so fat? Holy shit, he's Snorlax? No. Because I don't snore or lax. There you go. I don't know if you saw my way of tearing across the map to this. Why'd you go to Ebony Front? Because you're so close to the snow biome that you can still see it. Or this. Oh, okay. I fucked that up then.
Hey Jordan, how wide are wagons? 4 or 5 blocks.
Like 3 to 4. 4
So I have,
usually, 4.5 usually being on the wider side.
should I widen a 4 wide bridge into 5?
It's more common to see 3 to 4. So you don't have to know.
Right.
I just thought of a perfect example of how you could measure your bridge, Steven.
Hmm.
Slightly wider than 2 horses or slightly wider than an iron golem. that's how big the carts are. So using that, you could see how big the carts would fit onto your bridge.
All right. Sadly enough, I know what goes into a town and where it would go. I just never built one before, so I just kind of sitting here.
I've returned. Ugh, it's hot as fuck outside. Jesus Christ.
Yeah, it is.
My back is actually drenched. To the house again, and then to talk to Jessa, and then to talk to my brother. Stuff. Okay. Now let's actually build. I shouldn't have any other disruptions in my day.
Never know.
You never know, but for now, I shouldn't have any. But we'll see what happens soon. Ah. That's gonna be a pain. There we go. Sometimes trying to place some of these slabs, they kind of, since they stick to walls now.
If you
Yeah.
hold shift,
Shift?
hold shift.
Oh, so I'll have to not be flying then when I do it.
I mean, you
Well,
just hold shift and space if you're flying.
Yeah, I was about to say that as well.
Ah, neat. Cool. What?
What about pandas hitting us? Oh, phantoms.
I think pandas do hate us though. Well, I think that's an accurate statement. Ooh.
It's supposed to be a windmill, right? You do know the purpose of windmills, right? Okay, just making sure. My fucking computer's treating is like giving me messages like it's a fucking laptop. Leave your device on and plugged in.
Are you trying to build right there?
Who?
And I'm watching a stream.
Oh, okay. I was confused. I was like, me. I'm busy starting the wall.
He's building a clock tower.
Well, he's doing it stupidly because we have the create mod.
Oh shit, we do.
That means we can actually make like functioning doors and shit for
Functioning doors, clock
places.
towers, windmills, etc.
Yeah.
What the? Okay.
My phone is saying it's the calls started from the 12th month, 31st day of 1969.
I sent you in the past or no? Because the tutorials in the past tell you how the power works.
If I remember correctly, you're going to be wanting to use a windmill block, and from there, create everything off of the face of it.
Ah. Drugs.
Say drugs?
What?
Why'd you randomly say drugs?
Because I took a nice swig of Dr. Pepper.
Oh, yeah, and then there's the whole thing of this entire world that we're replicating was done in survival. So just think about that for a minute.
Definitely go ahead and check that out. Other than that, let's head upstairs. Okay, so I have built down about 6 blocks from where I want to place my windmill. So I'm actually going to break the outside here, and we're going to build ourselves a little platform. So just so if I fall or if I drop items, I can go ahead and grab it. So you can see that I have my little shaft right there, and if we go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 right here. Whoops, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Sorry, this is 6 right here. That's how far down you need to build. Our next step is to take our windmill bearing, and we're just going to slap it onto the shaft. Now, if you don't have a shaft yet, you can just place a block behind it and place it down, and then once the whole system's up and running, you can connect a shaft to it. But for now, we're going to take our radial chassis. We're going to place that there. And we're going to want to slime every single one of these sides. Now, I'm just going to slime the first 3 since I can't get up top yet, but we will get there in a moment. Our next step is to place some spruce logs, if I can talk, all the way down, and then we're going to place some wool, like so. Now this radial chassis is going to allow this thing to spin, just like how a windmill is supposed to happen. And then we're going to build up a little bit here. We can place our slime ball now there. We can even move that out of our inventory now. And then we're going to build 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And I want to make this look very similar to how a windmill should look. So we'll see if I don't screw this up. Put 5 here, and then we'll place our wool like so. Now you're going to want to make sure that this does not collide with anything. That's why I've made it 1 out. So just keep that in mind as well. Now we'll even go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then we're going to take some damage. 3, 4, 5, and 1, 2, 3. Now we're going to jump and hope for the best. Not the safest thing, Peter. There we go. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then just place these guys down as well. And you can see I have the 10 left over that I had as extras, just in case I drop things off. Now, all you need to do is make sure that there is wool on every single side. Now, you can have more wool and add more wool to this to create more power, or you can have a little bit less wool to create less power. You could technically even have...
What'd you do?
So you used a motor to make it turn, but what about the windmill turning the entire system by itself?
have wool only on one side, but it's going to really spin, like, and generate no power, which is not,
That looks a lot
what we're
better.
looking for. But now that we've done that, we can take our white concrete,
Yeah.
place that back, and then we just have to head up
This is
here.
gonna be fun.
I'm just going to take that piece
I'm
of concrete.
building the
It's gonna say
Eldorado,
update bearing,
but I also have to
right-click
do
the
all the
bearing, or
damages
right-click the
that
bearing
was
with
done
an empty
to the
hand, click
terrain
attach the structure you just built in
by
front of it.
the entities
So we're
that
gonna
raided
right-click,
Eldorado.
and now you can see it's spinning
Or
and it's
attempted to
generating
raid
power, it's running it
Eldorado.
all the way down. So we'll head downstairs. So I actually screwed up, people. So we're gonna right-click to shut this off. I never removed the cobblestone like floor that I made, so it attached it to the to our system, which is not what we're looking for. So let's go ahead and break this. I was watching cobblestone fly through the air. I was like, that's not what I'm looking for. There we go. Cobblestone has been removed. We'll place our concrete back. We're going to head back up top. And we're just going to right click to start this guy right on back up. And let's head downstairs. There we go. So we've gone outside and you can see that we actually have it spinning. Look at that. Looks actually pretty good. Looks a little tiny for this tower, but of course we can increase it. You can extend it out on the sides and add more wool and it'll create more power. And then you can see that this little gearbox is turning, so you can take
That
this
looks
and place
okay.
it to anywhere you would like. Now, I recommend doing the little gear trick that I showed in, I believe it was episode 2, which should have popped up on the screen already. Talking about how to take this power and actually speed it up to create even more power. Now, I recommend doing that because you can see this is spinning, but it's pretty slow. I think a water wheel is even a little bit faster than this with only that much wool on there. So if you increase the wool and then took the gear trick with this, you could then use a speed controller and be able to slow the speed down and power a huge majority of your machines. Now, once again, that might have sounded like gibberish, so I recommend checking out that video where I talked about all about speed controllers and stuff like that and how to kind of manage your speed. But other than that,
Oh,
that is
who
it for
died?
this video.
Who's
Nice and
dead?
short
Someone's
video.
dead?
So thank you guys so much for watching. If you haven't already,
Rip Steven. Did ya figure it out? That's good. just needed the powered up. Essentially. Is he on his phone?
Yeah.
Ah.
Steven hopped off because he got bored.
Probably.
I don't know. I have no idea. I just assumed.
man, this is this is gonna take a while.
Yeah.
I mean, it'll be it's gonna be fun. Like once we see like after like say like a month of building, see how
Yeah.
far we've done.
I wasn't expecting us to get this anytime soon. It's just, yeah.
Obviously not. Because like the tedious process of just this first wall. What do you think of it so far though?
Let me check. A minute. I like it. Yeah, that's really good.
Okay, well as long as you like it then. But obviously I'm using the first image as a reference and then kind of changing it up a bit.
Yeah.
You know, oh, by the way, do you know if it had 1 or 2 entrances? The village wall?
Had two.
It had 2?
It had two. One
Oh,
on each
perfect.
side.
That's perfect then. Because I was gonna put one on. I was gonna put one for the farm area, and then I was gonna put one for the other across the other side. So if so, then that's perfect.
Because I know everyone had paths that connected to each other, except for the bases like entities who would make their base hidden on purpose.
I'll most likely end up just completely demolishing this village and like you know what I mean, rebuilding it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Did I accidentally place that one too far? So there's gap 1. No, I didn't. Weird.
Did Steven hop off? He was tired. Just decided to up and vanish.
Guess so. Yeah. One thing I plan on doing is terraforming. Is what do you call it? Terraforming this river to be a little wider.
Sure. I was gonna see if you guys wanted to go hop on Overwatch or something.
Yeah,